Yeah. Hi, Nandini. How are you?
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So, Nandini, can you tell us something about yourself?
Okay. Myself, Nandini. I am from Bellary, Karnataka. I did my schooling and college in my native. I have
Hmm.
pursued BE in computer science from KIT Tiptur. So I have 5.7 years of experience in both the manual and automation testing. I worked for web application testing and mobile application testing. Um, I used to do manual testing and automation testing using Selenium with Java.
Hmm.
I also done API testing using Postman.
Hmm.
So I use because my company is startup, so I am the only one tester in my company. So I used to do all the works from scratch.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So, let's say you were testing in a startup-based company. Okay. So,
Yes.
can you tell me what were your roles and responsibilities when you were doing testing over there?
Okay.
Hmm.
My day will start with checking emails for
Mhm.
that,
Then.
that previously run automation test scripts reports. If
Hmm.
any test cases are failed, I used to analyze that failures of that test cases, and I used to analyze it is from test script side or from build side. Uh, uh, by analyzing that, I will confirm the what is the issue, what is the failure
Hmm.
happened for test cases.
Okay. And
If any
what was the
issues,
procedure? Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
yeah, write the references and the screenshots for that issue in Jira. So then I will assign the respective developer.
Hmm.
If it is from test script side, I will do the corrections in my test script and try to correct, pass the test cases. So after that, I also check for mail if any bug fixes or any new user story sent for me for testing or retesting.
Hmm.
So if anything fixed from developer side and they will assign to me, I will take that task and I will do retesting for that issue. Uh, Again, if anything is any fixes is still is there, I will do reassign to developers. If I get a new feature testing, I will do that as manual testing by executing the test cases. uh, like that my day will continue, sir. Before going to home, used to start automation script by uploading the latest build of that application. After
Okay.
that, I will do start the automation scripts.
Fine. Fine. Great. Great. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. So consider there is a scenario that the user is blocked. Okay. There is a
Okay.
feature and you have to test this particular feature. So there are different features. Creating a user is one of the functionality feature. Deleting a
Yes.
user is there. Updating a
Yes.
user is there. Then renaming the user. Similarly, there is a scenario for user getting blocked. Okay. User
Okay.
block feature is there. Okay. So can you tell me the test scenarios for this particular feature? How would you test this?
Okay.
Hmm.
Sir, user block in which application, which type of application is that?
So it's a normal web-based application. You can consider it's an e-commerce based application in which the user has got blocked. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. By considering e-commerce based application, I will take example of Amazon or like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You
I
can take
can
your time to think. No worries.
Okay, I can take the example of WhatsApp
Mm-hmm.
by blocking user.
Okay.
First, scenarios for that is first I will do user block like
Mm.
what, block some of the contacts is there no in WhatsApp. So I used
Okay.
to block one contact,
Right.
and
Right.
I will check by sending messages or what,
Mm.
sending attachments like that.
Okay.
So I
Mm.
try to call, I try to video call.
Mm.
That should not happen.
Mm.
And again, I will try to uh, check that user side. Like I am the user. I blocked from other person. So
Mm. Mm.
other side of the user, like a blocked user, I will check the application.
Mm.
If I am blocked, I will test. Sending messages or sending the attachments or try to do video call
Mm.
or try to do audio call like that. These are the scenarios I will try to validate.
Great, great, wonderful. So, yes, you're right. Let me share the screen and show you further scenarios which you can add in this particular answer. See, blocked
Okay.
user should not be able to send the messages. Okay. Also, blocked user should not see online status updates. So, if you are online or if you are
Yes.
keeping some status in your WhatsApp, then you should not be able to see. Blocked users' previous messages remain as is, right? Then, if you're unblocking it, then the communication functionality should work as it is. Okay. And when you are trying to block that particular user, you should get the confirmation dialog box, right? So that is
Okay.
important. Now, this is with respect to the communication tool like WhatsApp.
Yes.
What if it's an e-commerce based website? Okay. In that case, what would happen? So in that case, you can consider that that particular user should not be allowed to log in. If there are
Okay.
any particular cart that he or she, that particular user has added into the cart, he or she will not be able to add them for the payment because login itself is not successful, right? If
Yes.
he's already logged in one
Uh,
particular browser and in another browser he's getting blocked, right? Or he's getting inactive, right? Then he should be logged out from that particular browser in which he was active, right?
okay.
So that's how you will tell this particular thing. Okay. Now, mm, fine. Okay. Now, this is one of the e-commerce based website. Okay.
Okay.
You have to come up with a test plan to test this particular website. So how would you create a test plan for that? What are the different parameters that you would consider in your test plan? Right? It's an
I
e-commerce based website in which you would get various attires, right? And it's available on social media, and there are some quick links. There is a help support team here, and you can do payment on different for payment. You have different options: debit card, credit card, everything.
Yes, I used to do plan for this to test this website. First, I will do check for user stories. How many user stories are there?
Hmm.
So based on user stories, uh, what 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 time it will take to write the test cases for each user story? Uh, how much time will take? I will do like that.
Okay, so you are going from the user story perspective. What
Yes.
if uh, you don't have any user stories? This project is still in the requirement phase. Okay, they have given you the BRD or FRD kind of a document, or they have created the requirements on the Confluence for now.
Sorry, sir. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah. Do you want me to assist you out?
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
See, it's an e-commerce based website, right? So you'll come up with a test plan. So let me share my screen. What kind of test plan would that be? Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Right? So you will have test objectives. So you will have different objectives to test this particular functionalities, right? The
Okay.
first objective would be that you will be validating the functionality and you will be validating the usability. Then you will check if the payments methods are secured, right? You'll check the performance under user loads, right? The
Okay.
fourth objective is a compatibility verification. From an e-commerce perspective, e-commerce website, these four are your major objectives. If
Okay.
you are in a service-based company or in a product-based company or in a startup, any kind of company, you have to connect with your clients or stakeholders and understand what is the objective to test this particular functionality, test this particular website. What is the objective of that? Okay. These
Okay.
four are the bare minimum objectives that every website should support. Okay. After
Yes.
this, you will have scope. So inclusions and exclusions. So what are the things that are going to be considered? What are the things that are going to be excluded? Right? Third party
Okay.
integrations, for example, something which is integrated by third party vendors that will be excluded from the scope of testing. Okay. Inclusions may be the search functionality, the shopping cart, the checkout process, the user account management. Those all things would be there. Features to be tested, features not to be tested. Which are the features that you would consider for testing? Okay. Then your test deliverables. So you will be going for test cases, test scripts, defect reports, then test summary report, right? All these things you would be delivering to your end users or to your clients just to ensure that you give them a end-to-end report, right? Then you will have entry and exit criteria. You will have resource planning. You will have test data. You will have defect management. So in the entry and exit criteria, you will define with the entire team. You might connect with them in a different agile ceremonies, but this will be a separate meeting where you will be taking this decision. What would be the entry criteria? What would be the exit criteria? The entry criteria would be completion of the development, availability of the test environment. Exit criteria would be no critical defects are outstanding. Then and then only you would be able to certify this product. Resource planning. So you will have resources, you will have testers, developers, business analysts. What responsibilities do they have? The test case creation, execution, defect reporting, test data, defect management, all these things you will have, right? What would be your approach? Which are the different testing types that you will do? Which are the testing techniques that you will take care, right? Test environment, hardware, software, networking, all those things you'll consider, right? Different types of testing that you will do, resource planning, right? If there is any risk, for example, you're going to integrate the APIs, which is going to be given by some another vendor, right? So you will connect with them. You will make sure that those are done at the timely basis to mitigate the delays, to ensure there is testing efficiency, to ensure that the proper testing time is given to the team, right? No more problems with that. So this is how you will create your entire test plan for e-commerce website. Is it clear?
Okay. Okay.
Right? Okay. Now tell me, if you have to create a defect in the defect management tool, in the defect tracking tool, then how would you create a defect?
Uh, in Jira, we have user stories for each functionalities or each features of the product. So below that user story, we used to add like related issues. Or initially we used to do like that, and we- day by day we change that to we used to make 2 weeks or 3 weeks per sprint. In that sprint, while starting the sprint, we used to add tasks of each person or each employee of the team. So uh, I will add in my like a tester user stories there. So in that I will add sorry sir, I said
Mhm.
wrong thing.
Take your time. Take
Actually,
your time. No worries.
okay, actually I will create a new task in that sprint. I'll add
You'll
that
create a new
issue.
defect in that sprint itself.
Yes sir.
Okay. Then.
I'll add, by just explaining one in one line. I will create the task about the issue. In that task, I will in description I will explain in detail with
Mm,
the screenshot and what at what time, what to, which type of conditions or scenarios the issue is coming. So like that, I will enter the issue in Jira.
mm, okay. Fine. Okay. Can you explain in detail about bug life cycle?
Bug life cycle.
Mm,
If any issue while testing, if any issue came, so we need to check the issue and know what are the scenarios or what at what condition the issue is coming, root cause of that issue, finding the root cause of the issue,
mm,
and first I will confirm if the issue is correct or not. Then I will do assign to the developer. Uh, if a developer is uh, what, rejecting the issue, we try to I try to convince, not convince. I try to explain him.
mm,
Uh, if he is not convinced, I try to do in meetings with the team. I
mm,
will do meeting with the team and I will explain the issue. Uh, if after I accepting, I will fix the issue and again reassign to me for the retesting. I will do retesting and the regression testing also. First, if retesting is correct, I will do regression testing. If everything is correct, I will uh, close that defect. If any issues came, I will again I will reassign to respective developer uh, for bug fixing. After that, he fix it. Again. Same process will continue.
okay. What if the developer is not accepting your defect? Then what would you do?
According to requirement, we discuss the defects with the team also.
Mm.
If it is correct, he has to accept. So
Sorry, if it is correct, then
he will accept according to requirement. As per a requirement, the uh, functionality is not working and some defect is came.
okay.
So he has to accept the issue.
Okay. So if the developer is not accepting the defect, right, then you can connect on a call with the entire team. Include
Yes.
only the important members, not the entire team. Everyone's time should not get wasted. Maybe you can include the developer itself, yourself, your test managers or your test leads, and the dev leads or the dev managers. Someone we need who can take the decision. And still, if the conclusion is not coming, then you can include the product owners or product managers, project managers, or business analyst in this particular calls. Right? Is it clear?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. What are the different types of testing that you have done so far?
Functional testing,
Hmm.
system testing, regression testing, smoke testing,
Okay. Then.
compatibility testing,
Hmm.
globalization testing.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay, what is the difference between localization and globalization testing?
Globalization is testing for multiple languages
Hmm.
of the country. In app, we used to change the languages, how it will work for different languages. So in localization testing, actually it is for like for example, if there is a country code
Hmm.
or no, not country code, it's like pin code, area pin code.
Area, the pin code you are telling. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
So how would you test it with respect to localization, with respect to globalization? How would you test it?
for localization testing, I have not done. Uh,
Okay. And how
globalization,
about globalization? Hmm.
globalization testing. I used to change the languages in my app, like Kannada, Hindi, English, like that. I used
Okay.
to
Okay.
change the language and try to operate the app with different languages.
Fine.
And
Fine.
I'll try to check the text, how what type of text it is displaying, and is this meaning is correct in different languages,
Mm-hmm.
like that I'll
Okay.
do.
Fine. So can you tell me the test scenarios? Can you write down 5 to 10 effective test scenarios for a checkout process?
Check out.
Yeah. Yeah. In an e-commerce website, when you are adding the products to the cart and then you are performing checkout process, right? So can you share your screen? I am giving you screen sharing rights. You can click on the share screen button, the green color button, and you have to write the 5 to 10 effective test scenarios for the checkout process. Yeah. Can you click on that share screen button? Yeah. You can open Notepad.
Actually, I didn't get, sir, what is
Sorry.
checkout. What is checkout? I don't know.
Okay. Okay. You don't understand checkout. So checkout means when in an e-commerce website. So you open Amazon.com. You open Amazon.com once in your machine. Yeah. Open in any one of the browser. Yeah. Just open Amazon.com.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. 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 Click on shop online. Right. Now see, you are seeing so many products here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you will add them to the cart and then you'll do the payment. That particular payment when you are doing using credit cards, using debit cards, right? That is what the checkout process is, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I want you to write the 5 to 10 effective test scenarios for the checkout process. Can you maximize this notepad? Yeah, perfect.
Checkout. 5 to 10 test
Yeah,
scenarios,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Consider it's a payment option. Let's say payment functionality. How would you test it? I need 5 to 10 effective test scenarios for the payment functionality.
गरम गरम रख के खा लो.
Fine. Are you done? Hello, are you done?
Yes.
Yeah, great, great. So let's see the test scenarios. So you have clicked on pay button, check what all types of payment options. So you can just modify the language a bit, verify the different payment options that are present when you click on the pay button. Then verify on clicking the UPI payment, it will display all the payment apps that are installed in the mobile. Verify by clicking on the debit payment option and the credit card options you can check, right? The net banking. So how you will verify, how you would verify. So when you will select the debit card, then you would be able to see the debit card options, maybe the name, CVV, those kind of. Same
Yes.
goes for credit card as well, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then verify the correct amount is being debited from your account after doing the payment. Okay.
Yes.
You can also add some of the negative scenarios, verify if the payment amount is more exceeding than the amount that is there in your bank, right? Then the payment should be unsuccessful,
Yes.
right? Then yeah, yeah, fine, fine. So just modify the language, right? Rest
Okay.
all is fine, and make sure that there is no typo errors in your answers, right? Amount, options, all these things. So you can take care then. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Nandini, I'm done with the
Yes.
interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How I can improve myself
Yeah.
yeah, while
So,
attending the interview?
right,
What are the mistakes I am doing? Because after gap, I have this is my first interview.
right,
So
right. So I'm happy that you have started giving the interview. So that is you have at least started taking up the steps in the correct direction, right? That's a very good thing. What I would suggest is you continue giving the mock interview so that your confidence level increases. As of now, I feel
Okay.
there is a lot of nervousness in you. Maybe, as you told, you are connecting after the very first interview after a long gap.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can continue giving the interviews. You can prepare for more topics, right? Book the slot on TopMate and we would connect, right? And very important is the roles and responsibilities, or how many different types of test cases that you have written. So these kind of test scenarios related questions also you'll get. So you have to
Okay.
write more and more scenarios, right? And along with that, you work on those things like there should not be any typo errors, the language like verify, those kind of terms you can use, right? That's very
Okay.
important.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
rest all looks good. And take care of this headphones. I think there's some volume mic issue here, right?
Okay, sir. I will change.
Yeah, yeah.